Welcome to Am I the A-hole, where OP decides to not pay for his boyfriend because her boyfriend is becoming dependent on her day by day. I, 27-year-old female, have been in a relationship with my boyfriend 𝐒𝐓𝐻𝐒, 26 years old male, for 1 year. He is a tall and handsome brown Indian, and I come from a white Arizonian family. American boys tend to prefer slim girls, and I am a little bit overweight, and no one I proposed to wanted a serious relationship with me. All my proposals got rejected until 𝐒𝐓𝐻𝐒 accepted 1 year ago. Being in a relationship was a big, if not the biggest, achievement for me, and for this reason, I started spending as much as I could on my partner. From the beginning, I've paid for approximately 95% of our dates. He usually covers small expenses like the $6 parking fee when he drives us, while I pay the bill for our $120 or more dinners.
Initially, this arrangement didn't bother me because I'm financially well off and love my partner, but recently he's been making uncomfortable jokes like, "We haven't been out in a while, so do you feel like paying? You should be replenished." Last month, during our dinner at a high-end Mexican restaurant, he even suggested that I should help with more expenses than just crappy tacos. Though I was ready to spend on him, his constant complaints about my efforts being insufficient make me uncomfortable. When after 2 days, I told him I feel uncomfortable when he complains and makes jokes related to my spending on us, he accused me of making him feel bad about his finances, even though I never said it that way at all. After that, I decided to, and didn't pay for my boyfriend every time anymore. He doesn't seem happy with this, and sometimes I feel that I should continue for him, at least until his financial situation improves.
So, AITAH for deciding to not paying every time for boyfriend anymore? OP is not an AH because she is responsible for covering her boyfriend's expenses, especially when her boyfriend makes insensitive comments about it. Relationships must be based on mutual respect, and if one partner is rich, it doesn't mean the other should take their money for granted, and at the same time, disrespect them. OP's boyfriend seems to be a gold digger. As for scores, I will rate OP 0 out of 5, and OP's boyfriend 3 out of 5 on the AH scale. Let's now move on to another Am I the AH? I, 56 years old female, have 3 children. Brad, 32 years old male, Emma, 29 years old female, and Sophia, 23 years old female. Brad lives in New York. Emma recently returned home from Niagara Falls, and Sophia still resides with my husband and me in Buffalo. Emma has been in an abusive relationship with her fiancé 𝐒𝐓𝐻𝐒, 31 years old male, since she got pregnant. After breaking up with Emma, 𝐒𝐓𝐻𝐒 moved to Australia and has been out of contact since then. Emma is 34 weeks pregnant with our first grandchild. Though she was working there in Niagara, she took a financial hit when her relationship ended, and it was mainly because of continuous price hikes in already expensive US market. Realizing that she needed both financial and emotional support, we encouraged her to come stay with us. Another important reason for this invitation was to ensure our daughter's and her child's safety. Since our kids were little, we have had a 2,000 square foot home with a living room, dining room, kitchen, 3 bathrooms, and 1 master bedroom for us, and 3 medium-sized bedrooms, 1 for each of our kids. Bard's room has been vacant since he moved out 3 years ago and has been neglected to maintain it, and it is me who have to do a lengthy cleanup when he moved out, and the room has been needing to be redone for quite a while. When Emma returned home 2 months ago, I offered to help Emma renovate Brad's room into a nursery for the baby. Initially, the baby will be sleeping in Emma's room the first few months anyway, but the nursery will give her a dedicated space too for baby items and sleeping once the bassinet is outgrown. My only caveat was that the room needs to have a bed for Brad's occasional visits. When he comes home, he can either stay in his old room and the baby can be in a pack and play with Emma, or Emma can stay in the baby's room and Brad can stay in hers. It's not ideal, but it's the best solution for Emma's current situation. When I told Brad about the plans to renovate his room into a nursery for Emma's coming child, he had an intense reaction, and he said I should have asked him, rather than informing him. Brad feels that I'm trying to erase him from the family and prioritize the baby over him. He got so angry with this suggestion that he decided and told me that he's not going to visit anymore or come home for holidays because he won't feel welcome. He said that it was an ill-thought decision of his sister to get pregnant before marriage, and he doesn't think she's entitled to his childhood bedroom for her child. Her pregnancy is 𝐒𝐓𝐻𝐒 and her problem. He feels it has sentimental value to the room, and he perceives my decision as thoughtless. I agreed that it is the responsibility of 𝐒𝐓𝐻𝐒 and Emma to take care of their baby,
But when Emma has had a breakup with Oliver, and he is not in contact with her despite all her attempts to reach out to Oliver, and she is alone, financially and emotionally broken, I told Brad that it is our ethical responsibility to help her, and above all, she is our daughter. Why should we not help Emma? I told him, I love all my kids, and obviously my unborn grandchild as well, and I'm just trying to do right by all of them with the resources I have. Brad rarely stays over, less than 10 nights per year, and it seems impractical to me to keep a vacant room when we could utilize it for the baby. Listening all this, Bard cut off the call and has not attended since then. So, AITAH for giving my son's room to my grandchild?
OP is not an AH because she prioritizes her daughter and future grandchild during a difficult time. It is not a wrong idea to repurpose a room that is often not occupied, and it does not in any way mean OP is erasing her son from the family. Brad's reactions seem overly emotional given the fact that he rarely visits home. So, Brad is an AH for overreacting, and I would give him 2 out of 5 on the AH scale. And OP gets nothing. 0 out of 5 on the AH scale. What do the Mac Reddit fans think? Is the OP an AH or not? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like the stories I brought you, just hit the like button, share them as much as you can, and don't forget to subscribe to Mac Reddit for a daily dose. Bye bye, see you tomorrow with some more spicy fries.